What's up, Bout Betters? Please hit the like and subscribe button. I've made some decisions already about this weekend. I still think it's a little tougher card than I initially suspected. When I first looked at this, I went up and down and I chose what I wanted right out the gate. And then I find myself doing a little research and flipping on myself. I don't normally like to do that. But in any case, I think I found myself a strong spot for myself. Thus, me here to provide a brief explanation on a common betting method I choose to do. Explaining round robins. A lot of people don't like round robins, and I understand as you spread yourself across multiple parlay bets. In my case, I'm playing with groups of three is where I like to keep my round robins. I do more at times. What I tend to do more often than not is I create a favorites round robins or a group of favorites that I'm really feel strong on, like I did last week. And then I also create a group that has two dogs with a favorite. I prefer to keep my round robins to three participants. Looking at the straight parlay of Lad, Yanez, and Maverick at plus 263, not a bad price for a three-piece. And I'll let you guys know that the soda is a Soriano Punaleje, by finish at plus 150. And the dessert is Miranda Maverick by finish at plus 450. I told folks that I might jump on that. I know that Vegas doesn't see a finish in that fight, and I'm sort of going against the stream there. But in any case, I like round robins for myself because for me, it's just a better way of organizing and facilitating my parlay bets, which unfortunately I make a ton of. I'm trying to limit those. I'm trying to play a lot tighter. Unfortunately, still playing a lot of props, a lot of parlays. And I know I'm always going to play these. So for me, utilizing the round robins is just a lot quicker and easier, and it gives me some a minimal bit of security when betting as well. This is my favorite round robins. I also put Adrian Yanez and the damage with Imavov into a round robins. So put it simply here, a round robins basically is just a series of parlay bets, where every member or leg of the parlay is paired with one another. So with the series of two picks, you can see here along this line here, Lad is fighter one, Adrian Yanez is fighter two, and Miranda Maverick is fighter three. You could have a little readout here of the bets that you're actually making when you do your two picks round robins. You have fighter 2 and 3 at plus 142, 1 and 3 at plus 151, 1 and 2 at plus 118. So you're basically just playing a series of two pick parlays. Very self-explanatory is there. And then you still, once you're finished with that, you still, of course, bet on the three pick, right? So you still have your three pick parlay at plus 263. So you're playing four parlays. Very simply, the advantage to doing this really is just speed, just easy. The odds are completely the same. They give you the same odds, and you can see they're printed out, whether you play them individually in parlays or if you put them in round robins. I thought at one point that Rivers didn't do that. I thought that the offering of the three pick and the two pick parlays were there was a variance to them. But I'm going to have to do a little bit more investigating in that. As I mentioned earlier about security, about bets, I usually and more often use round robins with a fighter near or at plus money with my best valued lock of the night. In this case, it was Adrian Yanez. Vegas is leaning on him heavy to finish, so I didn't want to go against the stream again. I'm also off Heinisch. As Vegas sees that going to a decision, I was on Heinisch as my initial lock of the night. He's just a really good fighter and chalk that I could cover. But Imavov just seemed to fit the numbers. I don't like always switching on my own pick and what I'm thinking of when I see tape, and I really do think that Heinisch is the superior fighter. But Imavov, it has that value, right? He's just a good dog to chase. No way am I betting going on some other favorites. No way am I using Eubanks in a parlay. I might fade her. Reed is a military woman with a head on her shoulders. If she could keep this on the feet, she will KO Sarge. She is plus 700 by finish and plus 1,000 by TKO. I probably would. Punaleje made sense as well. Again, it's just the numbers. I'm not really referring here to what's going to be the likely outcome. As you can see here, a simple $40 round robins will yield you 4 times your return on your investment. So I like where the numbers at. I like where I'm at with these 3. I think this is a decent play. It's not sound because Imavov as well as Punalehe are in wars. Brendan Allen definitely. It's basically Punalehe KO, Brendan Allen submission, and Imavov. It's a toss up. It's going to do a decision supposedly. At least what Vegas is inferring it's going to a decision. So I'm willing to. I hope it doesn't go to the cards, but if it does, fantastic. I'm not going to chase Imavov by finish. But I'm happy with this position. So don't be timid about round robins. There's no mystery to it. It basically is the same parlays that you would normally play. Again, a lot of people don't like spreading themselves thin. And again, a lot of people would say, Roberto, why are you adding or putting in dogs with your favorites or dogs in parlays, et cetera, et cetera. I don't mind doing that. People do all sorts of things to get the best return on their money. Am I, betting, $100 on Reed on Saturday night? Probably not likely. Will I toss something towards that TKO prop of $15-20? Quite possibly. Do I anticipate winning it? Not really, but it's something that I'm willing to risk. I probably will make. I do a lot of bets. I have a lot of bets going throughout the evening. I win a lot throughout the evening, and once I'm on house money, we're gonna do some things towards. We do a lot of things towards the evening that we don't normally would do. That's when I start opening up the vault or my options of all the prop bets that I can do. You don't need to know what I'm doing, but if you want to ask anything about this event, I've looked at the props already. So I've got a good understanding of where I want to be, what positions I might play. Again, I did take Punalehe by finish. I also took Miranda Maverick by finish, and I threw not a long shot, but I threw a little bit on Williams because Vegas seems to be fading Mickey Gall. I wanted to bet Mickey Gall just out of the experience that he has, but apparently they're looking at Williams to finish Mickey Gall. So I threw some money at him by finish because it was just a good return on the investment there. Who's your finisher this weekend? Who's your best fighter to finish? And if you had to put a group of fighters into a 3-pick round robins, which 3 fighters would you do? Hit that up in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Thanks again. If I don't get to any more videos, have a great weekend. Put something in the comment section. I will be at the casinos, of course, looking, and I could respond to anything that is put on YouTube. I only do YouTube. I wish I did other things in social media, but YouTube is the thing. Again, like and subscribe. Thank you very much if you listen to this. Have a great weekend.